SNESdrunk. First, I quickly want to say thanks to a guy who goes by SNESfriend on YouTube for not only requesting this game, but for continuously requesting it for over 10 years. Why this dude is so into Family Dog, I don't know. I guess you'll just have to go over to his channel and watch some quality videos about NES games to see if you can decipher why this dude loves Family Dog almost as much as he loves former Virginia Tech Hokie Shane Graham. In fact, go leave him a comment asking him why he likes this game, because man, Family Dog frickin' sucks. Believe it or don't, this game is based on a short-lived TV show on CBS, and it had a decent amount of hype. See, back then, networks were trying to find their own version of The Simpsons, not just an animated sitcom, but one with sharp topical humor. A good example of this tactic bearing fruit is ABC's The Critic, but there were so many failures. There was Capital Critters, Fish Police, and CBS tried their hand with Family Dog. The hype that I'm referring to is because at the helm was up-and-coming writer and director Brad Bird, whose name you'll recognize from Pixar, and two of the executive producers were Steven Spielberg and Tim Burton, their first ever collaboration. Despite all that, the show was a disaster, it was critically panned, it got terrible ratings, and it was canceled after 10 episodes. So of course it got a Super Nintendo game. Yup, move over Transformers and G.I. Joe. Family Frickin' Dog is gonna get a licensed SNES game. It was developed by Imagineering, the same folks who made games like Home Alone, Home Improvement, Power Tool Pursuit, and Race Driving. Ugh. This was clearly one of those projects that was dismissively tossed to a development team who dismissively tossed it back to the publisher after about a month, while the devs went back to work on projects they actually cared about. And I can say that because Family Dog wastes zero time showing you how bad it is, because the first thing you'll notice is this god-awful jump. It's one of those jumps where you float in the air forever while you ruin your D-pad trying to dodge things. It's also one of those jumps where you have to sit perfectly still for a second before jumping. Otherwise you'll be flailing around all over the place, but you'll be doing that anyway. The game doesn't stop there. Let's throw in some platforms that you'll occasionally fall through. Everyone loves that. But what really separates Family Dog from other bad games is that you can just skip this entire section. Just trot right on over there, jump over the occasional green thing, and it's on to the next section, where your owner apparently kills you. Yeah, the premise of Family Dog is that of a tired pup enduring the never-ending stress provided by a small psychotic boy. I never understood that kind of humor, but I did go to school with a kid who thought it would have been funny to put a cat in a microwave, so maybe that dude is the audience for this game. Seriously, the whole idea behind Family Dog is so depressing. The whole show is just this kid, Billy, torturing this dog who doesn't even have a name. It's just the dog from Family Dog. So you know what? I'm gonna give him a name. It's Family Dog. One word. Makes his name sound like a mistranslation. And you know what? As bad as this game is, I do love the dog sprites in this game. They're cute, and as far as I can tell, that's how Family Dog looked in the show too. Anyway, after trotting through the first part of the game, you might notice that you're too slow to get through the next part. That's because you're supposed to hold the X button to run while pressing B to jump over things in your way. Just more proof that whoever okayed this game had never actually played a video game before. Eventually, you run through the kitchen using your projectile bark to wreck toasters and blenders. Then your loving family takes you to the pound, where you have to free birds from their cages and flip some switches. Then you climb outside the pound, and who doesn't love a platformer where the jump totally sucks, before you run through a generic haunted forest setting and the game is mercifully over. It's not even a 15-minute playthrough. So yeah, sometimes with games like this, I blow right past the question, is Family Dog worth playing today? And I go straight to, why does Family Dog exist? And I think it doesn't take long to figure out why. It's just video game byproduct from an industry eager to be bloated. Like, when someone even considers the idea of a Family Dog video game, the first thing conjured up is the pitch meeting, where someone inevitably says, and we can make video games too! And someone writes the words Nintendo tape on their legal pad. So there's no reason for this game to exist, history is doomed to repeat itself, and I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.